Hi guys, Sacred Sunday, Sister Cipher. Of course it's not Sunday, but that's okay. This is today's painting, Simple Circle. On the back of this I wrote, all one or alone. So this could be just you, or this could be all of us as one. In sacred geometry, there's lots of beautiful patterns, but it all starts with a circle, and the simplest shape is the circle. So it's nice to honor that shape. And in sacred geometry, when we start with a circle, we call that source, and source is also God. So there's a lot of beauty in that. And then I also wrote, we are whole in ourselves and in our unity. We are made in God's likeness, which is obviously a message I've shared before in other videos. You know, we can, again, like I've said before, we can choose to see things however we want. We can see that we're alone and be in our loneliness, right? Or we can choose to see that we're all one. And my Reiki teacher once said that there's only a small difference between all one and alone. There's an extra L in a space. So, you know, we just need to choose to see it that way. I think it's funny that I did this painting because I'm sure it seems a little egotistical, like you have a circle and you're going to try to sell a painting of a circle. Well, for one, I don't really sell my paintings. They're just for me. But it isn't, because the thing is with sacred geometry, you can keep making infinite amounts of lines in the paintings, and the more lines you make, the more solid the shape becomes, and eventually it becomes a solid sphere. So really, I mean, that is sacred geometry. So another thing that has been coming up a lot this week and I've been meditating on this painting for 2 weeks, so it's been coming up a lot over that time, is that we mirror each other. And when we feel as if we are discussing something outside of ourselves, we really aren't, because what is outside of us is a reflection of what's inside us. And so if we become aggravated with someone, or we idolize someone, or either direction that you choose to go, it's really more so about you. You idolize that thing in that person, or you're jealous of that thing in that person because you want that in yourself. You want to see that in yourself, and you can see it in them because you can see it in you. You're just trying to get there still. If you're angry at someone because they're doing something, I know it's difficult to accept for some people, but I've really spent a lot of time thinking about it and reflecting on it. And every time I'm like, oh, this is your fault. You know, there's 3 fingers pointing back at me. It's my fault too, you know? So if there's a behavioral trait that someone's doing that's upsetting me, if you really think about it, there's probably been a time in your life that you did it, and now you're just seeing the other side of it. You know, you're seeing what it's like to experience that. Since my painting is so simplistic, I thought I would share a little bit about my bracelet today. So this is my bracelet, and I call it my 9 pieces of 8 from like Pirates of the Caribbean, because these are just different little trinkets: a feather, an owl, a key, a trinity, an Om symbol, an all-seeing eye, a phoenix, and then this is symbolic of waves. So, and then, I don't know, I just have my whole little thing. Anyway, this tells me and reminds me, because it's constantly making noise, it gets hooked on things. It reminds me that I'm the one who holds the key to realizing my full potential, and you hold the key to realizing your full potential. I mean, a lot of times we think, oh, I need someone to teach me something. I need somebody to help me. I need something outside of me to help me do something. but you don't. Everything you need is in you. And this, when I get caught on things, I always find it to be funny, because when I learned the shaman rites, I used to have a moon on here, and my key and my moon got stuck in my shaman's hair. And I was like, oh, my moon and my key got stuck in you. And when you learn the shaman rites, they're called monarchy. So moon and key, monarchy. I just think it's funny. And I always find it fun to stop and think about what did I get caught on? And was it reflective of something? Like if the phoenix gets caught on something, is something transcending? Is something transforming? If the owl gets caught on something, is there some insight and wisdom I could be reflecting on? You know, because, and again, going back to the whole, we reflect each other. I am you, you are me. Freud says that you're everyone in your dreams. Well, life is but a dream, sweetheart. And so you are everyone, and everyone is you, and together we are God. We are one. We are God's reflection, and we reflect each other. So we're all one. So again, I forgot why I brought that back up, but the bracelet, and yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to watch it and edit it. I don't know. I try to do these in one take, but so we just need to. We don't need anything. That's something that came up this week too. Is the ultimate goal is to want nothing, to need nothing, to just be at peace, and to just be, which is honestly the ultimate goal. Because then you're not seeking something, you're not looking for something, you're just existing, you're just being, you're just playing, you're just having fun. I mean, who would want to live that way, right? Because it's not complicated, there's no drama, but maybe that's boring to you. Maybe you like the drama. Maybe you're blaming someone for creating drama, but it's really you being addicted to it. That could be. So I don't know what else I want to say, and I'm already at 7 minutes and 42 seconds. So just for the sake of keeping everyone's interest, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. And I hope you got something from it today, and I'll see you next week. And again, it doesn't matter that it's not Sunday, because ultimately time and space is a construct that we created in order for us to define and understand. All there is right now. So be sacred. Hey, I thought of something that I wanted to add about the painting and about the feeling of being lonely and loneliness. That's something we all have in common, is that feeling of being lonely. And I think we have that in common with God, if you stop and think of it for a second. Because if the theory of God being all that there was, floating out in infinite darkness, that would be kind of lonely. And so the first feeling was loneliness, and then the second feeling was, I want to create something to love. So desire. So that's something that we all have in common. And because of that, even if you do feel lonely right now, you're not alone, because we all feel it.